wrestling fans in the greater Wildwood, New Jersey area will no doubt look forward to an outstanding wrestling card scheduled to appear at the Convention Hall. And for the benefit of those of you in the Philadelphia area that may be going to the shore, you surely would want to take note of the wrestling event on Monday night, August 16, in Wildwood, New Jersey. Scheduled to lock up will be Tony Garea. As Tony Garea's opponent will be the Superfly, Jimmy Snuka. In addition to that encounter, ladies and gentlemen, scheduled to appear in a very rare appearance indeed, the World Wrestling Federation champion, Bob Backlund, will grace the squared circle as Bob Backlund sets to defend the title against Cowboy Bob Orton in Wildwood, New Jersey. What an outstanding wrestling card that will be. Scheduled to join us now, Tony Garea. Mr. Garea sets his sights on the Superfly.
It's certainly a match that I'm looking forward to, Vince. This man, I can't say enough about his athletic ability, his wrestling ability. He is the ultimate test in the squared circle. For me to get in against Superfly Jimmy Snuka, it's something that I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be one heck of a match, Vince. I know there's a job to be done, and the job is going to be done right. Believe me, there's going to be some great wrestling in there. However, should he choose to throw the rule book out, which he has done on occasion, I'll oblige him. I'll go right along with him. I'm in there for one reason alone, and that's to win. I'm going in there. I'm confident. I'm not overconfident. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Tony Garea, ladies and gentlemen. In a moment, we'll have a word with the opponent of Tony Garea in Wildwood, New Jersey. Here with us, the Superfly himself, along with Lou Albano. And I assume that the $5,000 appearance bond has been posted?
I was not reluctant to put up the $5,000 because it's assured that the Superfly will be there. Let's talk about the match, though. Tony Garea. Tony Garea, as we all know, is a 7-time former tag team or 6-time former tag team champion. Tony Garea is a great wrestler in his own right. A man weighs some 242 pounds and stands 6'2". But Tony Garea to the captain is a punk. He's a baby-face punk, and I want him to look like the captain. I want you to have a face like this, like the captain. So I'm going to give the Superfly the order to maim, to cripple, and to hurt you, punk.
Lou Albano's commentary. In a moment, ladies and gentlemen, our guest will be the Golden Boy, the one and only Arnold Skaaland. Arnold, the manager of the World Wrestling Federation champion, Bob Backlund. It seems to me that, well, Bob Orton has got to be one of the toughest tests yet for your title holder.
He sure is, Vince. You know, we're looking forward to this match. We've been watching this Orton. He makes a lot of great moves, and he's a great amateur. And as you know, Bob was a great amateur. And I think he just has a little edge on that Bob Orton. Bob Orton has a tendency of getting cocky every once in a while, and that's where he makes his mistake.
Orton wrestling since age 9, Backlund since age 10. As you bring out, there is a great deal of similarity. There are also some differences, of course, and one of them being a specialty known as the superplex.
That is true, but he has to get Bob in that position in order to give it him. But as you know, I can tell you one thing. I believe that Bob Backlund is a little better condition than Orton.
Thank you for joining us, and you have done a superlative job representing the champion. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. From Arnold Skaaland, the manager of the World Wrestling Federation title holder, Bob Backlund. However, scheduled to join us in a moment, the Grand Wizard, along with Bob Orton himself.
There's one major difference that you've not mentioned so far. I grant you both men are extremely great wrestlers, but Bob Orton has the killer instinct. He goes for the jugular, and that is extremely important. There's no way, no how, that all the plans that Bob and Orton has laid throughout the years are going to go down the drain. This is it, and here's your new champion.
Mr. Orton.
Wildwood, New Jersey is the place, Bob Backlund. I'll tell you what you ought to do, boy. You ought to go down there early. I know it's a resort area. You ought to get in your fun. You ought to have your vacation. Because after the match, Daddy, you're going to have to start from the bottom and work your way right back up to me, the new world champion. And Backlund, I'm telling you, brother, Wildwood, New Jersey, the manager of champions, has clued me in.